This video is sponsored by War Thunder. We own these 4 fields right here, and we could buy some of these fields nearby for a decent price. The thing is, to do so, we would need to take out more of a loan, and we already have $330,000 in loans. It's $19,000 in the bank. We're in a little bit of an interesting spot. We need to invest a little more to be able to properly grow and sustain the business that we've built. But we also don't want to get our loan payments too high up, because then, well, we won't be able to pay it. So through the course of today's episode, we're going to be making decisions that majorly impact the future of our billionaire series here, trying to earn $1 billion in farming sim. Last episode, we did build this bale barn over here, which is really nice. Takes up the spot of an old building that was really not worth anything at all. And now we can hold bales and pallets and all kinds of stuff in there, which is going to be a huge advantage for us, seeing how we're now going to be focusing a lot more on silage. So we're going to be doing a lot of grass. We've got grass planted in all of our fields that we own, and we will be handling a lot of grass, a lot of silage, perhaps some hay. And of course, we've got other things like the solar panels and the bees, and the chickens in the greenhouse, and we're going to be working on those today as well. Now, you guys have been loving the Billionaire series, and I have as well. It's been a ton of fun on this series. I have honestly, some of the most fun I've had in Farm Sim 22 right now has just been playing the base game, which I think honestly is a huge testament to the quality that Farm Sim has built itself up to be. But I have been keeping up with you guys in the comments down below. You've been telling me how things have been going with your farms and your attempts on the Billionaire series here. And we've been taking your feedback and your input and trying to use it on our farm in the series. So we've done that by going from canola into soybeans, and then we went like kind of backtracked on that. We actually did end up buying that canola plant down there, and I was ready to do canola, but then we ended up doing silage by planting all this grass. Now we got to find a way to fulfill the money that we put into the canola plant way down the road there. So we're gonna have to find some land to plant canola in, right? So we make some mistakes along the way. We invest in things, change our mind, yeah, but we're making progress and we're learning, and that's really what I wanted to be doing here. And I think we're on the track to where we're gonna be making some good money. I'm just looking at, oh, here it is. This is what I'm looking for. This we need to return as soon as possible. It is on a lease. However, I wanted to keep it just in case we do end up buying one of these fields around here, and I think we might buy number 2. I'd really like to buy it and make this all grass right here, so we'd have grass, grass, and grass, and then a nice big grass field. And then maybe we could also buy number 4 and make that canola. Since now we have unlocked our ability to utilize the loans, I've decided that restriction just doesn't make sense. But we also have a lot of equipment that is coming up on some repairs needed, and those are looking a little costly. So we've got money to spend and things to do. Let's not sit around and twiddle our thumbs any longer. Let's get back at it. Oh, you know, it'd be kind of fun if we did the silage bales in the 3 different sizes. There's like a big, medium, and small, right? And then we could stack them on top of each other, and we could do a silage bale snowman this winter. That'd be kind of fun, eh? Maybe we'll remember. I'll try. I do want to say thank you guys so much for enjoying this series a lot. I know that you guys have been wanting a lot more of it, but admittedly things have been pretty interesting to say the least in my personal life. I've had some issues with my housing arrangement, and that has slowed us down a little bit. But we're getting back in the swing of things. Now I'm going to run down to the store now that we've got all the things sorted over here, get our tractor repaired, or at least see how much it's going to cost. And while we're at it, we'll stop into the bank and see what it might cost to pick up a couple new fields. It's only going to be $87. Oh, that's the... No. Okay, obviously I don't need... I'm not worth... Oh, $3,680 is quite a bit more. We'll go ahead and pay it. We need to. I'm not going to repaint it, though. That's way too pricey. We might buy a power washer, but other than that, it looks fine. Ooh, Mamma Mia Pizzeria. We got a $465,000 loan. Ooh. So let's use this money smart. Now, that one field says it has oats. Oh, it had oats. Yeah. Okay. So we've got 2 fallow fields is what we're talking about buying, but let's go ahead and do so. Buy that one. And now we're down to $93,000. We'll go ahead and buy that one. Stretch. $29,000. Hey, I mean, we're used to that. We're used to being there. I got to run back to the farm and start earning some of this money because, yikes. On our way back, let's check the tablet. That sounds like a good idea. So there's nothing for sale for combines. To buy a combine is expensive, so we'll just lease to handle that. The only reason I'm trying to get any bit of canola right now is just to satiate the demand for the canola oil production facility that we bought. We spent $80,000 on that, expecting to kind of lean into that. But then, you know, more episodes released and time passed where I was able to get more caught up with you guys and your suggestions. And that resulted in us, you know, focusing more on silage bales here. So really, we're just trying to pump out some canola while we can to get our $80,000 investment back. We'll evaluate what to do from there. But if we roll past the barn, cross the creek, this field was ours right here. Now we own this field, which we've actually done a little bit of work to once in a while. So we're going to just make this part of the grass field. I know we could come over here with a plow and plow this up. I'm going to leave it. It is grass, I assume. As long as this stuff here grows back, I'm going to be happy. If not, then yeah, I'll plow it up. But all this out here has been planted by that John Deere with the roller, with the seeder attachment. But now we've also bought this field right here, which is a rocky mess. Okay, that's good to see. How bad are them rocks? 48 needs... Oh, they all need roll. Wait, whoa. Back up. You need roll... It's a roller planter. What do you mean you need rolled? I'm not rolling you. I'm not rolling you. I'll roll you when you grass, not when you seed. Sorry. Yeah, them stones is bad. Oh, we got stones in the other one, too? God dang. Okay, we're gonna need a stone picker real quick. All right. You're not that bad, Delise. Wait a minute. How much have we been spending? Like $1,200. Okay. Okay, $2,000, nearly 2,100. Okay. What are you? 26 and a half. Brother. Yeah, why? This was worth it. Why didn't I ever just lease this one? What? We're doing it. I'm leasing that one. Okay, so we got a bunch of rocks in these fields we got to get taken care of. Then we'll come through. We need a lime. Then we'll rip it up. Then we'll figure out planting situation. I want to do canola there. I don't know if it's time to plant canola. We'll have to look. But I do want to use the John Deere for the job, so I'm going to leave the roller set there for now. We'll drive the back road over to the shop. I'm home! You know, we should have taken part of that loan and bought ourselves a house, but who needs one of those when you can sleep in your John Deere? I mean, this thing costs as much as a house. We're being honest. All right, so let's unfold this thing. It's much wider. Previously, we were going through all of these fields with 2 meters of width, and this thing is over like 5.5 meters. So I'm very excited to use it. All we got to do is stick the little augers down, turn them on. As you can see, they're spinning away right down there, and as you pull forward, it grabs the rocks, shifts them over right to the center there, and whoa, sir, you're supposed to grab the rock. Hello? What's your problem? I got bamboozled. Ain't no rock picking going on here. Boys, what game we playing? Is it because this is plant? Do I have to rip this up and then? Y'all, don't make me rip this up and then do it. That's just extra. That's pretty cringe. All right, that's lame. Big lame. I'm going to buy this field of weeds so it's not weeds anymore. I swear. I get tired of pulling out here and feeling like I'm going to sneeze every time I do, bro. Every time. All right, well, here's where we're at. I'm going to try connecting to this, and we'll see if we need to rip it up any. But you know what? Before I even rip it up, I need to just lime it first anyways. Okay, hold on. Let's go do that. Maybe I should just buy one of those. Do I need one of those, really? I don't think so. I could. You better wait on me. Hey, dude, you made me turn into an airplane. Come on. Oh, now it's a felony. Oh, gosh. You made me resort to my infant days. And then you made me a felon. You ever heard of an infant felon? What did the infant have to do to become a felon? Y'all want to switch the public server over to Elm Creek? Genuinely? If you do, let me know. Because we will. If you're down, I'm down. I'm down to switch it over. It's a good map. I love Elm Creek. I actually do. Oh, I didn't need a minute. I will. Oh. We doing all the fields. Hey, we doing all the fields today. I wasn't paying attention. I didn't need near this much. Hold on. I have an idea. Any contracts? Anybody? No? Nobody needs some fertilization? Hey, that's just rude. All right, we about to have a lamb of a time out here on the farm. I would start, you know, up here with all of our other fields, but We might as well start with the ones that actually need it, just in case. Wait, why do you need lime when you got lime? Was there only one that needed? There was only one that needed lime. They both had rock. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh, we bought way too much lime. This video is sponsored by War Thunder. War Thunder is the most comprehensive vehicle combat game ever made, and it's available now for free on PC and on console. Take command of over 2,500 tanks, planes, helicopters, and ships, ranging from biplanes and armored cars of the 1920s to the fighter jets and main battle tanks of today. Immerse yourself in the intense combat of War Thunder, where incredibly detailed vehicles, realistic graphics, and authentic sound effects place you right at the helm of the most powerful war machines of our time. Every vehicle is intricately modeled down to its individual components. In X-ray view, you'll see precisely where the shell penetrated and what ultimately led to the destruction of that vehicle. Join a worldwide community of over 70 million players in epic PvP battles and delve into the breathtaking experience that is War Thunder. With an unmatched wealth of high-quality content to discover, there is simply no game better suited for fans of military history. So what are you waiting for? Pick it up for free using the link in the description down below or in the pinned comment. By using that link, new players will get 100,000 Silver Lions, 7 days of premium account access, 3 premium vehicles in the bonus pack, the exclusive vehicle decorator Eagle of Valor. Oh, and did I mention, if you're a returning player that hasn't played the game in 6 months, then you will also receive this massive bonus pack along with everyone else. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm clicking the link down there, and I'll see you in War Thunder. You know what's funny to me? We're putting lime down right now, and we got a bunch of rocks in here, and if we took all these rocks out of this field, we can actually crush these rocks and make our own lime. So it's funny to me that we're putting lime on a field that we're about to remove the equivalent of lime from, when all we need to do is go through and crush up the rocks that are already here. You know what I mean? But alas, here we are, making it multiple steps. Say it with me, friends. I love burning dinosaur bones. I see that bridge, and immediately I think of Bridge to Terabithia, and I get sad. Yeah, I think you might have to be a certain age bracket to really understand what I'm saying here, but if you do, you do. Well, look at that. We got that lime done. We're down to 50%. Hey, that took more than I thought it would. I'm proud of you, buddy. But I got more to spend. Hold on, where we need it. Anybody else around here need lime? 40 needs lime. How much is 40? Jay, did you buy it? 100%? Nope. Okay, never mind. Anybody else? It's more affordable. Okay, well, none of that's happening. How much is this one? 114? That ain't even happening. You're gonna have to be weeds for a little bit longer, buddy. I don't know what else to tell you. Sorry. Nobody needs it. Oh, what a stickler. What a sad little situation I find myself in. I can unload it. What will unloading it do? Nice! It puts it in little dealies. Ha ha ha! We get to keep our lime. Woo! But now we do need that disc arrow, so let's swap over to the deer and get out in the field. All right, we need to rip up this field right here, and then we need to go over it with a rock picker. So I'm going to line up our tractor, drop that down, just start pulling forward. Now, we could hire a worker to do this, but I'm going to do it myself. Save us a little money. I have the ability and the time. Although, if we hired a worker to do this, we could start going and doing a baling contract, and that would probably more than cover the cost of the worker. It's not a bad idea. That other tractor is powerful enough to run everything we will need. So you know what? That's an idea that I might just like, and then go ahead and try. I'm gonna sanction off a little headland pass right along this route to try and make sure the AI doesn't accidentally go over into our grass field, and that should be good enough. Now we can get the AI hooked up on this field. We'll just start them right down here in this little corner. So now we can fire up our little Massey Ferguson, which we had repaired earlier. Should be running nice and smooth. We're going to do a contract. And we own that roller, so we're fine there. We own all of that, so we're fine with all that. The only thing leased is back there. Okay. We're going to go ahead and do the largest contract silage bale since we have the ability to do so. Now, it will let us lease all of this equipment for a very cheap price, $1,934. And that's actually a really good opportunity if we wanted to. But we have our own equipment, and I'm going to try to use it. We got 14, nearly 15 acres to work, and I think we should be fine to do it on our own. So we're going to accept the nearly $25,000 contract and hope I didn't make a mistake. Oh, and I probably should put the 3 point and then get that mower just to have that working better. We don't necessarily have to. Maybe I'll just go without it. It's fine. But it's something we should look into in the future. Right now, we need to get over to field 71, which is just to the south of us. It is a very large field for us to be handling, so it is understandable that we're going to be getting nearly $25,000 after doing this. And to get started, I'm going to actually start with our mower to the outside. That way our tractor doesn't hit anything, and it's a little easier for me. Then we'll flip ourselves around. So we just need to go around this field, get entirety of field 71 mode, which as you can see, is a pretty decent sized field that we're going to be working on here. So I'm going to give us 3 headland passes around the outside, and then we'll start working our down impacts. By the way, out of all of my farming experience, it's hay that I have the absolute most experience with. I can do hay. I could do hay very well. Done it for many, many years. I've done tens of thousands of bales easy. It's the other aspects of farming that I don't really have much to do with, I'll be honest. I don't handle a lot of the, the harvest, and I don't handle a lot of the planting or anything like that. I may help them here and there, haul crop or move gravity wagons or whatever may need done. Like, I'm there to assist, but it's never really been my big focus. Though I do have quite a bit of education in it through my school. But regardless, I don't know everything, and I play a video game for a living. So take that however you will. While we were down there working, I tabbed over and realized that this guy had finished, so we're going to send him over to this other field. Then we'll be done with the tool on the back. We can send it back to the store as it is a lease, and we can get these fields rock picked because they still have that yet, but we'll get this hired, keep rolling through this field. We're going to tab back over to our grass field and continue what we were doing. Okay, I came back over here to do a little kind of boundary line because the dude was in the ditch. That's not really where he needs to be. So I didn't want him to accidentally do that again. So I thought, well, let me go around the edge real quick. But there, now we've driven ourselves, I don't know, a horseshoe, a V, a U, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. We're going to hire the worker again, let him get going. And we'll sneak back over here and get back to rolling on our hay mowing. I'm sure by the end of this, I'm going to want to take that money we get and spend it on upgrading our mower because, put frankly, I'm going to get tired of mowing with this. I almost guarantee it. But for now, we're going to get our few headlands done. It might actually take more than a few, for being honest. It's a bigger field than I thought it was. Oh, I guess our other worker completed their job. So let's stop here real quick and see. Looks like, yeah, we do have rocks in this field, and they have completed their job pretty well. We're going to get rid of this tool as we shouldn't need it after we rock pick. We should be okay. Now we're just leasing that rock picker right behind us. We're going to back up, get hooked up, and let's see if we can finally pick rocks out of this field or not. Yes! Woo! Ah, that's going to be a lifesaver. Okay. So we're going to let that big rock picker go. That really shouldn't take too long. 9 miles an hour, 5.5 meters. Oh, yeah. That's the rock picker to have. But as fun as picking rocks is, and as much as I just adore that task, I want to go over here and mow my grass a little bit more. We are almost finished getting all this mowed up here. We got that tiny strip we missed. We got this little piece over here to the right. And we got all of that already mowed. Now we're going to come through with the windrow, get it all windrowed up into sections that we can come through with the baler to then come through and, well, actually with our baler, we'll wrap the silage bales. Whether or not we have to transport them, I don't remember. I believe we do. So we might need a trailer of some kind. We don't currently have one, which means we might end up not profiting here. We might end up using the profits to acquire another piece of equipment. But if we need it here for these contracts, we're going to need it in the future. And we're going to need it for our own operation anyways, so it's a worthy investment. But while we finish up our final few passes here, I do know that the John Deere's finished the rocks. So when we get back up there, we can figure out what we're planting in those fields. I know the one I want to put more grass in, although we could theoretically put both into some kind of crop. Preferably canola if we can, but we'll have to see what the the time says here. I think it's probably a little too late, but we'll see what we can do. Let's see, canola. Oh, planting season is next couple months, so that is coming up soon. We will be good, ready to plant that. So that means the one field we're going to do grass like we planned. The other field, we will do canola like we planned as well. But we've got all of this mowed. Now we just got to go get our windrower, and we'll move on from there. So we just got to back this long thing right back up into this slot here. I'm going to drop it off, and right next to it is our windrower. Now we're done with that rock picker. We can go ahead and return it. So we'll do so right now. The John Deere's hooked up to the roller, ready to do some planting if we need it. So I'm going to get this down to the field. I might switch. Actually, you know what? I am going to switch. Call me crazy. But I want to run the windrower on that tractor, and I want to run the planter on this tractor. I'm sure that the traffic out there was like, oh my gosh, what was he doing? There we go. That feels a lot better. I remember this windrower was just a little big. No, by putting it on this John Deere, we actually are helping it out a lot because this John Deere is a lot bigger and it can handle a lot more weight. Okay, the time has begun to get to work here. So I'm going to go ahead and unfold our windrower, and that is where we're going to start. I'm going to quickly tab up here to get the planter going. So let's back up and miss it completely, brother. Depth perception? Hello. So we're all hooked up. We got 50% in there. I'm hoping, yeah, that should be enough. That's enough. So we'll sneak right back through here. This is a really pretty little farm we're getting to come through and put together. I'm really excited for seeing how it's getting along and growing here. It's coming together pretty nice. But I'm going to go ahead and align ourselves right on up here. Put the roller right in its spot, turn on the planter, and hire a worker. Tell them that they just need to get this field planted. We're going to come back over here, start the old John Deere, and we are going to get to rolling on windrowing all of this grass up. So we've got about 15 acres here that we've completely cut, ready to get turned into silage bales. These are not going to be our bales. This is a contract we're doing for another farmer who owns this land. By doing this job, well, you know that other farmer is making a lot of money because he's willing to pay us $25,000, or darn near 25, for completing the entirety of this job. So I'm going to roll through here, give ourselves probably 3 headland passes, I would guess. It might end up being 2. We'll see what comes out here. And then once we have headland passes, we'll just do our down and backs, which is the long direction, the way we're facing. So we'll go ahead and down and back this direction. But right now, we're going to do as much for circles as we can. The way my dad explained it to me when I was younger is when you want to think about each step after you. So when you're mowing, you want to mow so that it's easiest to rake. When you're raking, you want to rake so that it's easiest to bale. When you're baling, you want to bale so that it's easiest to transport, right? So when you keep that in mind for each step, you kind of get into these little routines of kind of how you do it. You learn your size and of your equipment and, you know, roughly just how to handle each field. Some fields a little larger, you need a little bit more larger headland. Some fields maybe that are smaller, you can do a smaller headland pass on. So, you know, it's just kind of depends on the field, but you get kind of the hang of how you want things to roll, and as long as it works well for you, that's what matters, right? I mean, at the end of the day, you're the one doing the work. Bro, there's a lake right beyond them trees. You want to go skinny dipping with me? I don't think YouTube will allow that. You want to go snow cone dipping with me? We could get some Dippin' Dots. Yo, some Dippin' Dots, though? I haven't had those in so long. That sounds amazing. Oh my gosh. I crave Dippin' Dots suddenly. Can I Amazon Dippin' Dots? Is that a possibility? If I can, wait, hold on. We have to find out right now together. The answer is no, but Zoo Pals did come up, so that's kind of funny. You can, I guess, buy your own kind of maker or mixer or whatever, though. So, you know, if that's something you're into. Whoopsies! I ate a little bit of my windrow because I wasn't watching. Now we got a little bit of a pile in the way. That's what happens when you get distracted by Dippin' Dots while you're farming. Learn from my mistakes. Don't Dippin' Dots and drive. But we're cooking away on our second headland pass. It's going to take probably a third one. Yeah, it's a big field here. So we're going to do 3 headland passes in total, which is okay because that's what I had initially mowed this for. By the way, if you heard a metal smack sound back then, I caught my phone falling just then. Barely. like on the side of the chair with my fingertips. That was something. Right here's a perfect example of what I was saying when I said I mowed this, planning for 3 headland passes. You can see we got another set of 2, and I knew that our mower was the width of 2 for the windrower, right? Our windrower was the width of 2 for our mower. You get what I'm trying to say. So when I mowed this, I intentionally mowed it at 2, 4, and 6 so that we would end up having 3 total headlands around. And if we wanted to, we could actually take that and approximate how many headlands we're going to have if we counted each one that we had mowed in there. Just divide it by, half it. It'd be your answer, but I'm not going to do that. If you want to, by all means. But it's kind of a waste of time. We're going to get there eventually. All right, we're just finishing up our second headland pass. We're going to lift up our windrow so we don't mess it up like we did last time. Spin ourselves right around, a little turny poo. Drop the windrow back down, and we'll do our third headland pass. Then our down and backs. It's almost like we're spending a lot of time in a swimming pool, you know? Just doing down, back, down, back. I never could swim very well. Looks like our helper claims to have completed planting that one field. And if that's the case, then we don't need to plant the other one with canola until next month. So that means we need to focus on getting all of this finished. I could bring that other tractor down here and let him get started on baling while I continue to windrow. It's not a bad idea, but I think that baler is going to be a little faster than me. So I want to finish my headlands, and then I want to bring him down here and get him started once I start my down and backs. I'm going to straighten that section out just because that turn had been starting to get a little annoying, and I knew that on that last one, it was going to be a real pain for trying to do with a baler, and it's better for me to just do a situation where I do a little loop-de-loop, then pull, and your shoes are looking good. You know what I mean? If you know where that's from, tell me down below. By the way, I'm going to kind of give it away, I guess. Did y'all see the Nickelodeon Super Bowl broadcast? I didn't watch it, but like I saw clips and stuff of it. Oh my gosh, if there's ever a way to watch the Super Bowl, Nickelodeon needs to be the official host of all Super Bowl and all sporting events need to be not officiated, but like broadcasted by Nickelodeon. It was just the perfect amount of chaos. And this pass is going to mark the last of our headlands. So like I said, we're going to run up to the house, grab our other tractor, and bring it down with the baler. It should be fine to run that baler. I don't think it'll have a problem. But I'm going to spin myself around right here, right bound, baby, right round. And we're just going to stop and get that tractor. Okay. Oh, hey, fella, you're in the trees. I don't need you to be in the trees, okay? Let's just double check that. Where are we at? Yes, you did. You did plant it. It's growing. It's grass. We can confirm. Now, 47 is our last field. That is not grass. We're going to go ahead and put canola in that like we were talking about. That way, we can have a little money coming out of that plant. You can see peeking over the trees down there. What we'll do is get it to where we've earned our money back out of that building. And probably then a little, and we'll consider whether or not to continue or to sell it. But I want to at least get our money and some more out of it. So for now, we're going to put this little planter roller dude right back here, which is almost out of seed. Anyways, that's fantastic. Now I want to run over here to grab the baler. We're going to take this down to that grass field we're working on. All right. I'll see you later, chickies. I got to go bale and windrow some more grass. Oh boy, I thought we were gonna get through there, but there's a train coming. We better stop. Where you at, buddy? Oh, there's a train. All right, good thing we ended up a little bit slower, otherwise we got hit by a train. It's always a good day when you don't get hit by a train. For something being on tracks, you wouldn't think they'd be so scary, but every time I come up to a railroad track and I'm at a crossing, immediately I'm like, oh my gosh, don't get hit. Not today, you know? All right, we're going to get started on this grass field. We've already got about 58% filled on grass here. And I do want to make sure that the automatic drop is on, and our bale size is to the max 150, which it is. The maximum size that we can work with our silage bales. Come on, is that going to pick that up? Yep, cool. 67 and 70 and so on. Now, I don't know. Can I hire a worker to do the baling? Let's find out. You know what? I don't think I can. Can I hire a worker to do the windrowing? This is unfortunate if I can't. Can I create a job? Go to, no. Can you do anything other than go to? No, you don't know how to do anything other than go to, huh? Can you do this? Okay. So the hired worker knows how to windrow and is willing to do the windrowing for me, but they're not willing to do the baling for me right now. So I'm going to go ahead and run the baler myself. It's not the end of the world. We'll just keep this thing rolling, and I'll try to manage my position so I don't miss a bunch of grass. Now keep in mind, none of these bales are going to be for ourselves. All this wear and tear is going on our equipment, but we are getting paid for it, so, you know, it is what it is. The painful part will come where we have to pick all of these marshmallows up. But we're not there yet, so I'm going to keep going through this field and see how many bales we can get. We've got one. Well, we're sitting here dropping a bale on the backside, and while that guy is moving across, he's doing a good job. Now that he's on the down and back, so he'll have an easy time. So honestly, couldn't work out any better for us. But I'm going to keep rolling on our job. We've got 3 marshmallows, and we're working on our 4th. I kind of want to avoid doing the 2 inner. Oh gosh, man, want to talk about messing up. Hold on. Nobody, no. Hold on. Wait a minute. Everybody, hold on. Hold your britches. Okay, there we go. Whew, I fixed it. What I was going to say is I don't want to do the 2 on the inside because that's going to make a minefield of marshmallows for our AI to work around. So I want to just run on this outside line, and then hopefully, yeah, he'll be moved along far enough that I can hop over on that. Our down and backs on the inside, and we'll finish the 2 strips right there on the headlands when we're done. I just don't want to get in the way of our AI. That'll be problems, you know? Well, we're making progress on our down and backs. We just started them. I'm going to lift this up to avoid... Oops, I disconnected the whole thing. Oh, hopefully it finished wrapping. My mistake. Oh, I didn't mean to disconnect it there, but we did. So now we should just have to down and back here. And as long as our other tractor's still rolling with the windrower, we are going to be A-okay. Now, I have good news and bad news. Good news is they're still rolling. Bad news is they're making a mess of our headland windrow there. Well, that's okay. I'll hop back over to my tractor and just mind my own business. I don't know how many marshmallows we got out here yet, but we're gonna have a couple, that's for sure. Something tells me this might take a little longer than I thought. I was thinking we were gonna be able to finish this right quick and make 25 grand, but woo! This is a big old field. It's going to take us longer than I thought it would. Quick shout out to War Thunder again for sponsoring today's video. Make sure to check out War Thunder, out now, free on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. Receive this massive bonus pack using the link in the description down below. So times like these where I could really use your help by, you know, liking and subscribing, wink, wink. I guess we'll see what time it is when we get down to the edge of that field. But for now, I'm just going to keep on bailing.